Hi, I'm Suzanne Douglas, and my company is called Style Capital. I am a wardrobe and style consultancy. Last summer, I was sitting right where you guys are sitting today, meaning learning about the AICI certification exam. And I started studying last summer, and I basically promised my friend Joanne Ray, who you all know, I promised Joanne that not only was I going to pass the test, I was going to ace the test. And after I said that, I said, oh no, be careful what you promise because you might have to deliver. And apparently I did okay because Joanne and Cindy Ann asked me to come here and share with you how I studied for my test. They give you a study guide, and guess what? Right in the middle of the study guide, there is an outline, which you may have already gone over with Cindy Ann and Joanne, that basically lays out the structure of the test and the importance of each section. That is a big clue to what you should study. When I was in college, they taught us don't just memorize, but learn how things fit together. And this outline will show you how all your knowledge will fit together. In order to memorize the key terms and the other material that we need for this exam, I basically followed an outline system using a system of flashcards. I bought myself a box and I filed everything on an index card in the order of the outline that AICI gave you, so that the knowledge just wasn't random facts. It all folded together and made some sense. You're going to need to find the system that works best for you. For me, it was flashcards. Before I even cracked open a book, I took the practice exam. There were several questions. It was really tougher than I thought it was going to be, but it showed me how much I knew and how much I needed to know. It also showed me how some of those questions were going to be worded, and that's important because it is a test and you need to be familiar with how the layout of the test works with the way you think. And the books are very readily available. Use the books because they work. What I basically did was, again, following the outline that AICI gave at the very beginning, I learned the material in the books according to the outline, filed my key learnings under the tab, and basically organized it so that I could absorb the material in a way that made sense for me. I thought, you can think you know it all, but you really don't know it all. Follow their advice, read the books, and organize the material again in your filing system. I organized mine on the flashcards, and I was very surprised about what I learned that I thought I knew that I didn't know. Where did I study? I got myself a study group. Now here in Williamsburg, Virginia, we have a fabulous place called Work Nimbly. It's right down the street from me, which is nice. It's a co-working space. And every single Friday this summer, whether it was 10 degrees or 100 degrees, I came to Work Nimbly and studied all day with my flashcards and my books and did a lot of my note-taking and transcribing at that point. I was surrounded by friends and people that I knew and new people from Work Nimbly. They helped me study. They created little quizzes for me. They quizzed me on the color wheel until I was blue in the face. They even made up silly acronyms to help me memorize some of the key terms like line, shape, pattern, texture. And we had a good laugh, but we also learned together. Here's the thing. If you're going to get your certification, it's a test. It's an exam. You have to study. You have to put the time in. If you put the time in, you're going to get a lot out of it. By the time I ended my summer, I had my little pink box filled with index cards. I was reviewing it at night, but I knew the stuff. And when I went to take my exam, it wasn't just not scary. It was actually rewarding and satisfying when I was done because I saw the fruits of everything I'd done this summer with Work Nimbly, my co-working group, and everything that AICI had taught me. And it just felt so good to take the test. And when I left, I kind of knew it was all going to be okay. If you're still having doubts about whether you should get certified, my suggestion is to go for it because you will learn through the process of studying and working towards this exam and towards your portfolio. You will learn just how good you really are.